Hi there everyone, my name's Matt and thank you for joining me on my channel, Intrepid Asylum. Today I wanted to do a short little eBay show and tell for a product that any individual that owns a Diamond Select ship, or for that matter even a Playmates ship, should have holding their ships up. Now before we officially get started here, I just want to let you know that I'm reviewing this product. This is not a product that the manufacturer has contacted me about or has asked me to do a review on. This is something that I've been using for, 3-4 years now to hold up my Enterprise D and the D Dreadnought, as well as several other ships, because basically the Diamond Select stands fail. They're flimsy. The ball joints are unreliable. They updated it a little bit for the larger, heftier ships. The Enterprise A and the refit Enterprise are not as heavy as, say, the D or even the Excelsior class, but they attempted to update it to this style. And that's basically just a ball joint up in a cup with a half moon, we'll call it a nipple, on top of it. And basically it's just as much garbage, because rather than it just being a ball joint, as you can see on my Enterprise A 2003 version on the left side, rather than a ball joint breaking off into the ship itself, you had a ball joint in a cup that wore out very quickly. And with the Enterprise D, one morning I came in and it was on the floor. And of course I'm like, oh my God, what the hell am I supposed to do? So immediately I go onto eBay and I find Display Stands Direct. And I just looked up on eBay, display stands for Diamond Select ships. Sometimes it's just as simple as typing every word into a search and poof, you know, it just comes right up. It's not always that way, but sometimes it is. Now, Display Stands Direct is an eBay store. They are laser cut acrylic, and some of them, as you can see on the 2018 Enterprise A that is on the right side of your screen, it's just a clear display stand. Now, you can get them, and I hate to say customized, because it's really not customized. It's more of a fancy kind of stand, and we'll get into that a little bit when I show off the D and the Dreadnought D stands that I have. But as you can see here, I have broken the stand on the bottom of my 2003 Enterprise A just by putting it in, and it is in there deep, and you really have to push in order to get that ball into that hole. And that force is enough to cause stress and heat, and it will break the ball joint off at the top, right? Just like that. And it is absolutely annoying. And I will put a link to Display Stands Direct in the description bar down below. I'll also show a couple of the other things that they actually are making display stands for now. At first, it was just Diamond Select ships, and thank goodness, because like I said, they are flimsy and awful, and I don't know why in, God, almost 20 years now, they've been making ships. They've not changed the design. And I know that we have been complaining forever for them to update these stands. I'm hoping with the release of the Enterprise C, which was at a 2007 Toy Fair that Diamond Select was showing off, as well as the Cobra hand phaser, but I won't get into that because that's a whole nother exciting thing. But with the Diamond Select Enterprise C, which is an ambassador class, I'm hoping for a different stand. I'm hoping for some kind of solution to this problem, because it's about time. Anyway, so like I said, it was mainly for Diamond Select starships. Now they're branching out into Star Wars stands. There are some ships out there that they've made stands for in the Star Wars universe. There are stands for hand phasers as well, if you want to show off your phasers on a nice clear acrylic stand. The Diamond Select communicator, they have a stand for it, as well as the various Playmates ships that are still in circulation in the collector community that you can buy on eBay, and I'll show off those stands as we go along. So I'm going to move the camera up a little bit. I'm going to remove Lieutenant Barkley right there, who is very graciously holding up my Enterprise A so I can demonstrate the fact that the ball joint had broken off. And then I'll show you the Enterprise C and how intricate some of these designs that he's putting on the base get. And here are the display stands, as I mentioned, the Enterprise D, the Enterprise D Dreadnought, and in the center is the stand that I was using for the Enterprise A just a moment ago. Now, it's a very simple 3-piece stand, the Enterprise A stand is. As you can see, it's very clear. The only reason the other ones are cloudy is because they're a little dusty. I probably should have dusted them off, but they've been sitting on my shelf for the past 2 to 3 years. And I just put new batteries in them, actually, so I'm kind of proud of that because I actually had watch batteries that I could put in the top, because the top there of the Enterprise D takes 3 watch batteries. And you know what? I'm also going to, if you're interested, I'm also going to put the type of watch battery in the description below as well, just in case, because both the D Dreadnought and the Enterprise D take the same watch batteries in the top, and those are readily available on Amazon. So anyway, as I was saying, the Enterprise A stand is 3 pieces, and the 3 pieces are just slotted right in. All of the pieces are laser cut acrylic. And as you can see on the Enterprise D stand that's on the right-hand side, they've actually gone to the trouble of engraving NCC 1701D Enterprise Galaxy class, as well as the date it was commissioned, into the base, as well as the communicator logo right in the middle of the base. And I think that that is a really nice touch. Now, these are a little bit more expensive than the non-engraved one, which makes sense if you think about it, because there's more time and more materials dedicated to going into the laser cut bases that have all of the etchings on it. Now, the Enterprise D and the Dreadnought, they have 4 pieces. That's the base, the middle section, and then the 2 supports that your ship's going to hook into. Now, as you can see from the Dreadnought in the back, it actually slides into those 2 forks in the back. So all of the weight is being supported by the nacelles. And then the base itself is long enough to where it can handle the weight of that saucer section. Like I said, I had it up for about 3 years on a shelf, and it didn't move once. It is perfectly balanced, and I think that it would be a great addition to anyone that needs a display stand, because if you have a D or the Dreadnought, you know that it comes with 2 display stands, one to be put underneath the star drive and one to be put underneath the saucer section. And not only are they ugly, they break very easily. And those are the ones that came with the half moon cup on top of a ball joint. And as heavy as these things are, they just lose tension very, very quickly. So this is your best bet. If you want to display your ships, if you want to get them out of the boxes, if you don't want to bother with those flimsy Diamond Select stands, then this is absolutely the way to go. And like I said, I'm going to put a link to the eBay page in my description. Definitely go to the Display Stands Direct eBay store if this is something that you are in dire need of. And I know that there are quite a few collectors out there who definitely need new display stands. So that's it for today's eBay finds. I'm really excited that I was able to share this with you, because I can tell from Display Stands Direct webpage that they've actually sold quite a few. And it's been a long running business there on eBay, and their reviews are stellar. And that's well warranted, because not only do they ship fast, they ship protected, and they have, for me at least, been cut perfectly, and everything has fit together. I have 5 of these stands. This is just 3 examples of the 5 stands that I have. This is the biggest stand that I have, actually, the Enterprise D and the Dreadnought. And that's the smallest one that I have now, which is for, of course, the Enterprise A. So Display Stands Direct is definitely the place that you're going to want to check out on eBay if you are in dire need of new display stands for your Diamond Select and Playmates ships. Definitely recommend it. At the very least, log on. Browsing is free. Take a look. And hopefully you'll find something that you're looking for. I'd like to close this out the same way I started. I don't know the people from Display Stands Direct. This is just a review of an eBay find that I came across several years ago, and am very excited and happy to share with you. Hopefully, if this is something that you've been looking for and just haven't been able to find it, I hope that this is an easy and fun solution for your displaying woes. You guys have a good day, and thank you very much for watching.